there, ghostly guys and gals. It's Ghost here, and welcome to my inaugural depression vlog. So like I said in the my welcome video, I intend to update you guys every week on my depression and that sort of thing. And it's basically just to give updates about my life and talk about what I'm struggling with and that sort of thing. So I'm very happy to welcome you guys all to the first one. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna do this series forever, but who knows? Maybe I'll get better. I don't know what I would change the title to. Maybe weekly vlog. But anyway, so I guess I'll just get right into it and talk about what's been going on this week. So this week I had to go to a graduation party for my cousin, and I was not planning to go at first. I really hate parties, crowds, or anything with loud noises usually. So I definitely didn't want to go to that. So I was trying to avoid it. But then my mom needed help with something, and like I just kind of was like, okay, I'll go and help you with this stuff, and yeah. So I went, and it was pretty bad. I felt really uncomfortable the whole time, and that sort of thing, and I don't know. I'm kind of always afraid of being judged by my family and stuff, and they don't usually judge me or anything or say anything bad, but it's just I'm always so uncomfortable because if you've seen the story of my life series and I've had a lot of you know failures and setbacks in life. It's just kind of embarrassing if one of my family members asks me like something about my life, and then I just kind of like, oh yeah, I'm doing this, and then they might be like, well, weren't you doing this before? And I'm just kind of like, yeah, but I failed at that. Usually I make up some sort of excuse or a lie. I'm just like, oh, I decided to not do that anymore, basically. I don't know how much they know about stuff. My mom is kind of she can be kind of loose-lipped about you know, all these things I have going on in my life. I think she's gotten better about that than she maybe has been in the past, but I don't know what she's told them behind my back and all that sort of thing. So I don't really know how much they know. And I don't know how obvious it is. I mean, maybe it's pretty obvious, but yeah. So that was difficult. But, I got through it. I was able to like take my own car and drive there, and I could just leave sooner than my mom did. So I didn't have to stay there for like, a really long time. So that was fine. I just thought I'd mention that because that was something that was really stressing me out this week. But actually, this week has been a pretty good week for me. Just recently in general, I've been feeling a lot better. I think this YouTube channel has helped me actually a lot already. It's helped me distract myself from all my problems and that sort of thing. And I actually kind of felt like uncomfortable with how good I was feeling. I know that might sound weird, and honestly, I think I've heard people say that in the past, and I've thought I could never feel uncomfortable with being happy. But I mean, it happened, and basically the day I was just kind of feeling good, and I was just uncomfortable because it was an unfamiliar feeling. Like 2023 has been a very rough year for me. Um, I mean, I know that like a lot of the past years have been rough for me, but like 2023 in particular, just like I've just been pretty bad about my mood and that sort of thing. But lately, I've been feeling better, and it's just kind of unfamiliar. I haven't felt so like happy in a really long time, so it's kind of unsettling, but you're just not used to it. And I also just kind of scared, like, what if I, just become content and then I have this weird lackadaisical attitude and like I basically just do I have no ambition because I'm just kind of like, happy enough, and then years from now I kind of wake up from this happy state, and then I'm all of a sudden like, oh my gosh, I didn't do anything for these past years. What did I ruined my life, or I wasted all these years or something like that. Um, I talked about it with my therapist, and we kind of agree that we don't think that would probably happen. But then another thing that I was I'm afraid of. It's just it's always hard to get back into the become like happy again and stuff, and then so many times in my life it's been like I've been so happy, or not even like so happy, just happy, and then something will come and everything will come crashing down and be destroyed, and I'll be you know so distraught. And the higher the height that you fall from, the worse it's going to be when you hit the ground. So you know maybe I'm just a little afraid that I don't want to be too happy, because I know that I'm gonna be, just everything's gonna fall apart eventually anyway. Um, and I know that things are there's always ups and downs, and my therapist said, of course you're gonna have bad days sometime again in your life, and of course that's true. But I mean, I'm thinking more like devastating things, not just like a bad day, like or even a bad week, like a bad like devastating turn in my life that like completely shifts things and makes things more difficult, like when I failed out of college, or when I lost my job, that sort of thing. um so yeah. And speaking of college, that's coming up next week. I'm going to be starting college for the first time. And how long has it been? Almost 2 years, I think. Yeah, wow, it's been that long. So yeah, I'm gonna be starting college again for the first time in almost 2 years, and I honestly can't believe it's been 2 years. That's kind of crazy to me. But yeah, so that's cool, I guess. Well, honestly, that doesn't sound like I'm like excited for it. I actually am really excited to get started, because this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while now, and I'm like about a year basically, and I'm ready to like get back to school and try to get everything back on track, and do my best at the schoolwork and stuff. But a lot of times people go into like their college for, whether that be their first time in college, or even just like anyone in school. Like I remember in high school, middle school, just all throughout my school life. When it was the beginning of the year, I'd feel like motivated, like yeah, it's a new year. I'm gonna do my best in school and stuff. And yeah, I mean, I guess it wasn't every year, but like a lot of the years, I was like, yeah. And I think I saw like a meme once. It was like, you on the first day of school, and I think it was like, I don't know, I don't remember. It was just like something super somebody like a super organized person, and they were all like, happy and ready. And it was like you on the third day of school, and it was like somebody was like completely disorganized and depressed and that sort of thing. So yeah, will I be able to keep enough motivation to actually do my schoolwork well and all that sort of thing? I don't know. I mean, we'll find out together. Hopefully, I will. But I mean, I am so like I'm a mixture of excited and stressed. I'm excited because, like I said, this is something I've been wanting to do for like a long time, and I'm ready to get started. I'm hoping that I've matured enough and learned a lot of hard lessons that'll help me stay motivated. I mean, I think those lessons helped me at this last job I had. I wanted to quit so many times, but I forced myself to stay there. And I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself for staying at that job for as long as I did. And I'm hoping that, that'll translate to school, and hopefully I'll be able to do very well, because I really need to get as best of the grades as good of grades as I can get, because I want to transfer, and you need to have good grades to be able to do that, and hopefully maybe get some sort of scholarship money and that sort of thing. And yeah, so hopefully that'll work out. But I'm also just really nervous because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm afraid that there's gonna be some sort of hiccup, and then I'm just gonna fail everything again. Kind of like the first time I failed college, I didn't understand the whole online school format, and I like froze up in fear, I guess, and confusion, and then I ended up not doing anything for weeks, and I failed. So I'm afraid that's gonna happen, or like, not that exactly, but something similar. These classes, like they're not, in person; they're online. I don't have to use Zoom though, thankfully. But it's like do it at your own pace kind of thing. Like the professors will assign you, reading or a video to watch, and then you gotta do certain assignments, and go off and do that. So I'm hoping that it's gonna be easy and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I picked two relatively easy classes. I'm taking philosophy and sociology, And I mean, they would be easy for me anyway. Those classes shouldn't be too hard for me. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if these professors are like terrible and stuff, or if like these online courses in the summer are like completely impossible or something. We'll see. But hopefully that will go well. So I'll definitely update you guys on how the first week of school went next week and that sort of thing. So stay tuned for that. And the last thing I'd like to talk about probably is I kind of been feeling a little bit scared of my psychosis coming back recently. And sometimes I have these fears because I feel more fractured and not like I'm necessarily one person sometimes more than usual. I kind of always feel that way, and that I'm not really one entity, but like multiple wrapped into one. Um, I mean, it's so much better than it was back before. I was on the antipsychotic, so I'm not hearing voices or anything, but I don't know. It's just weird. Sometimes I feel like I feel multiple ways about different things, and it's really weird. It's like which one of them is the real true feeling I have, and I guess the answer is all of them are, and that's really hard to wrap your head around, and it's weird. Um, I don't know if it's just me being kind of too introspective and thinking too hard, or if it's part of something greater. I don't know. Like my therapist talking about like, oh, how he part of him wants to steal a bunch of stuff from the store when he's at the self checkout line, but like he never ends up doing it because he says like it's wrong and that sort of thing. And I guess it's sort of similar, but not really. Um, I don't know. It's hard to describe. And there was an example. Like I was thinking of something, and there was two parts of me that were thinking two separate things about it, and I can't remember what it was. But yeah, I just kind of try to follow what I'm saying here, and it's basically just like a lot of times I don't feel united, and I feel very fractured, and I don't really know how to go about doing things or how to feel about things or how to act sometimes. And like I said, it used to be a lot worse. Nowadays it's a lot better, but it's kind of an uncomfortable feeling. But this week has been pretty good. I mean, like I said, I didn't. There was a few hiccups here and there. Like I said, I was feeling uncomfortable because of the whole feeling like I'm multiple people in one sort of thing. And then there's also you know, that uncomfortable feeling about the feeling better, and there was the party that was uncomfortable, and I've been kind of stressed out about school this next week, but hopefully school will go well and all that, and yeah. But honestly, it's been a pretty easy week for me. It hasn't been a hard week. It hasn't been like necessarily a great week. I haven't had any good days. I always record like my mood in a like app. It's called Daylio if you're interested. Daylio. It's a great app if you want to like keep track of your mood. And for the past like 7 days, I've been consistently like at a medium level, like not good, not bad, really. Usually, my days will be pretty okay, but then like something sort of bad will happen, and I'll be a little upset for a bit, and I'll kind of bring it down a bit. It's kind of hard to measure these medium days because it's like sometimes it's like a medium day that's leaning good, and that's what a lot of this past week has been like a medium day, but it's like almost a good day. But sometimes it's like a medium day leaning bad. It's like, for example, let's say back when I was working at the airport, it's like I would go to go to work, and nothing bad necessarily would happen at work, but it was just like I have to be at this job. I don't want to be here, and that sort of thing. So it was kind of like a medium day, but it was a medium day leaning bad. It's that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of looking at it with a negative attitude. But if nothing bad happens, then you should just be like, oh, well, it's a good day or something. But I'm not good at looking at the positive. So yeah. But this past week has been pretty good. So I mean, I guess I have mixed feelings about the first depression vlog being like, oh yeah, my week was pretty good. I I almost wonder if that title is gonna be a bit misleading. But yeah, like I said, there's some struggles here with like that stuff with the anxiety about the party, anxiety about school, anxiety about the psychosis stuff, and all that, and anxiety. I guess a lot of anxiety. Maybe I should call this the anxiety vlog series. But I would be very surprised if I started this series and I never had a bad week again. But who knows? Maybe this series is like a lucky charm, and every time I record a depression vlog, my week is great or something. I doubt that, but this week in particular, anyway, everything was pretty good, and I honestly like don't have much to say in regards to that and anything else. um, so I think that's pretty good though. In any case, I have one more announcement before I end the video, and that's that so I used to have like an Instagram connected to this YouTube account, but it got suspended. Long story about that. Basically, like I made one account for like my YouTube channel, Blue Ghost Boy. I think the Instagram account was like Blue Ghost Boy 03, and then that got suspended immediately because I apparently was breaking one of Instagram's rules when I was like trying to conceal my identity or something. Because I put my name as Ghost Boy, uh, but so yeah, and then it got suspended immediately. So I was like, okay. So then I made another Instagram account. This time it's Blue Ghost Boy 11, and this time I was like, okay, I'll just go use my legal name and I'll just yeah. But, and everything was fine with that for a few days. But recently that account got suspended. And I was like, what? And apparently it's because I was trying to bypass the other suspension that I had because I had the same username basically. So I guess Instagram caught on. It was like, oh, this guy's just trying to like bypass the other suspension. So this account is suspended too. So I'm done with Instagram, at least for this YouTube channel. I have this other Instagram account I use for other stuff. I'm not gonna share that though. It's I just use it for whatever. But yeah. So just Reddit and Snapchat from now on. Those are like the only social media sites I really use aside from Instagram. So yeah, just thought I would update you on that if you're ever curious. Like, where's my Instagram? Why don't I have an Instagram? That sort of thing. Anyway, that is going to do it for this week's depression vlog, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys will all like, comment, subscribe. Bye.